Alright, first and foremost, gotta give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Bakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that surely do rule by that great millstone. Peace and salutation to the sincere brethren out there pushing this gospel and sincerity and truth. Say shalom to the humble and sincere sister out there as well. This lesson will be entitled Training Can Only Take You So Far. Right? And before we get into it, you look at physical exercise. It is not something that brings any how to put it. It's not negative practice. It's not bad practice, right? If you look into it, at life, everything basically is a manner of force production. Movement, right? Everything from blinking your eyes to walking, you understand, to running, to sitting down, standing back up. Everything is force production. Everything is movement. And exercise, right? Physical exercise is something that could benefit you, you understand, on a significant level, right? With your cardiovascular system, digestion, the circulatory system, make you sleep better, be a healthier, a fitter body, right? And you see in the society right now, the obesity rate, everybody overweight and obese and fat and sick, and exercise is not something that is bad, right? It makes your bones, depending on what exercises you do, you get denser bones, denser muscles, and a stronger body, a faster body, right? Boost your metabolism, right? And that's just the mental benefits, right? It could help you with depression, with anxiety, because you're basically releasing all that negativity, all that pain, all that negative energy, right? All that getting released, so training is not a bad thing. Training teaches discipline, it teaches temperance, right? Self-control, all these things. I would encourage brothers and sisters as well, because um training could benefits women a whole lot more than we even know. It benefits them a great deal, you understand. So I would advise brothers and sisters to um apply that physical exercise into their lives, whether it be going for a run or lifting weights or doing body weight training, or sprint, whatever the case is, to implement that into their life, because it has many benefits. And you mix it in with a good diet, right? Drinking plenty water and all these things, fasting, and you a healthy body, you understand. That's what you'll receive from that healthy body, good body, you understand, a sound body, a sound mind, right? Meditation and exercise and all these things, I even look into cold showers, and it brings you a mental clarity and peace, you understand. So all these things, there is some benefit to it, but it could only take you so far. Because remember, at the same time, our job, not our job, but our heart's desire, right? Our desire is not to have a healthy body, not to have a healthy mortal body. Our desires are to have an immortal body with an everlasting kingdom, you understand? With no sorrow, no crying, no corruption within our bodies, no resistance, right? But just perfection, and to love Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, without any bounds, right? To be among Yahweh, to be in the midst of Yahweh Shai forever, right? For the kingdom of heaven, to please our Lord, right? These are the things that we truly desire, and exercise can bring you those things. You understand? So that is what this lesson is about. Physical exercise cannot bring you the things that we truly desire. Not to say that it has no benefits to it, and not to say that those benefits cannot aid you in your journey. Because if you're doing something that giving you a peaceful mind, giving you mental clarity, you understand, it would be easier to maneuver within the spirit. You know, if you have a healthy body, right? Doing the works with a healthy body is better than doing the works with ailments, because you'll become more fatigued. You understand? You might can't stand up for long periods, or whatever the case is, but having a strong, healthy body would make it easier for you. You understand? Obesity and all these things. Obesity, like pure, like just pure, this is what I'm looking for. Toxins in your body, you understand? All that excess fat, you're damaging your organs, you're damaging your body, right? You're causing extra strain on your joints, you understand? So it's good to be fit, it's good to eat healthy and train and all these things, but at the same time, it cannot give us what we truly want. The 1 Corinthians 9 and 24, it say, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Now every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate, is in all things, right? Self-control, to be disciplined, to have control over oneself, right? To put oneself under subjection, as it says in verse 27. It say, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible, right? They do it to obtain a corruptible crown, right? And their corruptible crown is like, you look into the sports world, you understand? Those are corruptible crowns, right? To win a World Cup, you train to win a World Cup, to win a Champions League, to win a NBA ring, I already know the name of it, right? To win championships and to win titles, and right, to have our bragging rights, to be MVP. All these things are corruptible crowns. They are crowns, you understand? Because at the end of the day, it gives them rank, gives you power. It is a crown, but it's a corruptible crown, because eventually it will be done away with. Eventually the rank and the person with the rank would die, right? The things which are seen are temporal, so all the things that they're striving for will die. You could train every day, as I always say, you could train every day, right? Let me say you train for strength alone, right? You could train for 10 lifetimes. You understand? It wouldn't matter, because the strength that you would be able to acquire wouldn't even be able to compare to the strongest of the beasts on this earth. And if you train it for health's sake, no matter how much herbs you eat, no matter how much running or training you do, you're still gonna die one day. It is a corruptible crown you're fighting for. By making physical exercise and eating healthy your goal in life, then you are just striving to lose. And so, you understand? If your goal is health and longevity, you're still gonna die. Your health is still going to fail you. This body is still going to fail you one day. Because what has happened is, the reason why we age is because our cells no longer have the ability to recreate new cells and kill off old cells at the same rate it could have done it when we were younger, right? So when we were kids, our cells had the ability, to reproduce more cells, right? And kill off the old cells, right? At a better rate then, you understand? So then we get older, you pass your teenage level, you pass all that, you're going up in your 20s, late 20s, and then when you reach your 30s and all these things, you realize, that was your peak, and then your face begins to get more wrinkly, gray hairs, your body begins to slow down. You begin, your muscles begin to lose its strength. You understand? And this is because more cells are being destroyed than being created, because your body no longer has that ability to do it. And then before you know it, You're slouching down, you're walking slow, right? Your body don't have that ability anymore, you know? You look at something like power, right? The ability to jump. You understand that explosive movement where your body able to, recruit as much muscle fibers as possible in a short amount of time and create that burst of force. You would no longer have that ability at 80 something years old. And you just slow down and then eventually you reach a point where, your organs will begin to give out and your whole, even if you ain't get no sickness, and then you would die, your body would give out, right? And the Lord would remove your spirit, remove your life out, right? And you would die and go back to the spirit realm. So there's nothing that you could do to stop that. The only thing that you could do to stop that is by serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? This light, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the only thing that could get you out of that cycle. Because ultimately, by you achieving this wisdom, by you receiving this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this life, being doers and hearers of this word, you are serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You fear the Lord, you have faith, you are obedient unto the Lord, and that will bring salvation. Right, the book of 1 Timothy 4 verse 8. It says, for bodily exercise profited little, right? So you see, it didn't say it profited nothing, because obviously it is understood, right? Exercise is not something that now come about in a training, is not something that now exists. It's been that existed for thousands of years. You understand? A person causing themselves to partake in physical exercise, in running, in lifting weights, and pushing against heavy objects, body weight stuff, all these things have been existing for thousands of years. You understand? So it's not like it profits nothing. It profits little compared, to the goal you try to achieve. It profits little, but it doesn't profit in nothing. So you say for bodily exercise profited little, but goodliness, right? But godliness, is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. Right? So the bodily exercise could, benefit you in this life, but the godliness, the truth, could benefit you in this life and in the one to come, where exercise has no reach, to cause a benefit. You understand? Bodily exercise cannot be compared to godliness, because godliness, there's an eternal, by being godly and striving to be a righteous person, right? Striving to be a righteous person, is as the scriptures say, to be allied unto wisdom is immortality, is infinite wealth, right? So the things that godliness will bring you, exercise can't. Exercise could only, the most it could give you is a healthy, fit, fleshly body. But godliness could give you more than you could want. You understand? More than your heart's desires. Right? Immortality. No pain, no sorrow, no crying. Right? Physical exercise can strengthen your lungs enough to go to the deepest depths, or give your legs enough power to jump into space. But godliness could. Physical exercise can't bring you infinite wealth, but godliness could. It can't make you perfect, but righteousness could. You understand? Having promise of the life that now is, so by attaining unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we know, when you come into this truth, prepare thy soul for temptation. But in this life, the Lord will give you blessings according to the things that you do. And on top of that, Lord willing, you're of the elect. You will receive salvation out of the destruction that's going to befall this life. And all the famine that come into these people, you're going to be saved out of it. And the life which is to come as well. After the whole destruction and you receive that salvation, you're going to be given those immortal bodies, and you're going to be with Yahushua for eternity. Verse 9, it said, this is a faithful saying and worthy of all acceptation. So this is a what? A faithful saying. You understand? It's not a lie. A lot of people, they become fitness gurus, and I enjoy physical exercise and training. But a lot of people in this world make it their goal, make it their center, and they strive, to be as fit, as strong, as fast, as powerful as possible in the flesh, not knowing that it truly benefits nothing. Because you could take some athlete, with the best genetics, right, or the greatest fighter on the earth, and put him up against, a man of the Lord, and the man of the Lord will win, right? Scripture say what, blessed be the Lord that, teacheth my hands to war. You understand? And the fact that, one of my favorite precepts say, deliver me from them that are too strong for me. So sure, the man might be stronger than you in the flesh, but when Yahweh Shem shall give you the spirit, yeah, that man will become like a mouse. You understand? Look at Samson, look at David, look at the men of these men of renown. What happened when they received the spirit of the Lord? They were able to take down giants and rip down walls and kill hundreds of men. You understand? Look at how people, when we broke down the walls of Jericho by just shouting, that's what the spirit of the Lord could do. And that's just, that is like nothing. That is nothing compared to the true power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You understand? Physical exercise can't bring those things. Book Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29, it says he giveth power to the faint, unto them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youths shall faint, be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Right? So even the youths shall faint and be weary, because you are at your strongest in your youth, right? In your early years, your teenager and 20s, even so far say, early 30s, you are at your strongest that you'll ever be in your entire life, especially in your 20s. And saying here the youths shall faint and be weary, right? Even me watch little children, it's like they never run out of energy. But at some point, even them become tired and have to stop to catch their breath to drink water, right? Even the young become tired, right? And even the young men, it says, shall utterly fall. So even those men of renown, right, strong men, who are esteemed as giants, even they will be put to death. Even they could die. You understand? And the Lord say, well, he giveth power to the faint and to them that have no might. So even though in this flesh right now we might not be the strongest of men, or the fastest, or the biggest, we might not be, versed in weaponry like these other nations, right? We don't have the military might that they have as well, but the Lord is going to increase our strength. And when the Lord increases our strength, they won't be no match for us. You understand? Verse 31, but they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh Shem shall what? Renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. You would receive a body that has no limitations to it. A body with no bounds, bound by nothing, not bound by gravity, not bound by anything that any laws that was created for this earth. You understand? No amount of heat could burn you. No cold could give you frostbite. Nothing could poison your body. You understand it? Nothing could harm you. You could run for all eternity. You could run around this globe 1,000,000 times and you would not feel tired. When you go up in space, you're not gonna need a suit. You don't have to be in a UFO. Right? In order for you to go into space or go to the deepest depths, you do not need a UFO. You don't need a chariot to do those things. Because your body could handle it. Your body isn't bound by this earth. You understand? And that's why these bodies are weak, because it's subject to the elements of this earth, the things on this earth that harm it. But those immortal bodies, nothing on this earth nor on any planet could cause it any pain. Right? And to achieve something like that cannot be done by doing deadlifts and sprinting up hills. You understand? Isaiah 41 verse 10, it says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, I will help thee, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." So yeah, physical exercise could strengthen this carnal body, could help it, but at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the one that brings the true help, gives us the real strength. You understand? He's the one that will give us, that will truly strengthen us, right? Give us the real strength. You understand? Not just to run 2 seconds faster, but to give us true temperance, true control, true power. You understand? Over all things. Say yeah, and I will help thee. Alright, so let me say use a sprinter, and hey, you bounce up some centurions, right? And you go on the run, and them on the run with you. Well, let me say they jump in the jeep and they running you down. Do you really think your life of sprinting gonna outrun a car? No, it won't. But when the Lord put a spirit upon you, you understand? When the Lord lift up that standard against them and give us that strength, and the Lord say, "Greater miracles shall we do," right? And Yahweh Hashem shall give you legs like a cheetah, boy. You understand? To kick off, you understand? They can't catch you, they ain't gonna catch you. You understand? They're not gonna catch you. Alright? So days where that's why I say for bodily exercise profited little, because it gives you the ability to have a fit body, you understand, to be comfortable in your flesh, but at the same time it cannot cause you, it can't give you the tools necessary to achieve that goal. You understand? It's not enough, right, to achieve a goal like that. The thing that you need to achieve immortality, incorruptibility, an everlasting kingdom, a perfect body without sin, is by serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, waiting upon the Lord, being faithful, obedient, and faithful unto the Most High power in the name of His only begotten Son. Right? Godliness, the truth, the wisdom, the light. Right? These are the things that bring us unto immortality. Yeah, and with that, hope the system was edifying. Giving out praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. Shalom.